But you know, for a better look at what was happening cosplay wise at AX, I think the really popular videographer Axino actually has a better view of it. This is shot from his first day, and we'll show a little bit of this. One thing that stood out to me this year, an massive influx of My Little Pony panels. I have no problem with that. There was one that was surprising in the sense that it was all about the sound effects and what they used to actually create emotion in a scene. Wasn't really expecting that, but it was a nice let me phrase. It was a nice break from the ordinary. And of course, the Vocaloid panels were amazing. The one I happened to sit in on that I wasn't expecting to included a bunch of Vocaloid producers that came from Japan. I was not expecting this. This was awesome. The one of the biggest ones I got was Dixie Flatline. He's most famously known for Luca's Just Be Friends. He started talking about his history, about how he started working on it, how he wanted to come to the States to become a music producer, and didn't work out, so he had to go back to Japan. He happened to be backstage during last year's Mikunopolis concert, and when Luca was singing Just Be Friends, and he was watching, 5,000 people sing along with her, he was crying for joy in the background and knew that he needs to continue. So he created, more stuff. He actually created a brand new video that he showcased at Anime Expo for Anime Expo. It was a very warming moment, and I was very glad to actually meet him, took a picture with him, and actually got his autograph. So that's the score one for me. I was very happy for that situation. Some other panels I was able to check out. The Tiger and Bunny English dub panel. Nothing really new. If you've actually seen the series, it's been streaming online. Oh, okay, cool. You can see the English dub. And the English dub's not all that bad. They were making announcements of a live-action stage show going on in Japan, as well as the 2 movies are underway in development. So we'll see if those come over here stateside. What else we have here? AMVs. AMVs was handled by a new person this year, Troy Williams. He's been helping out with AMVs in the past. And he wanted to take AMVs, let's say, to the next level in terms of just coverage. Not talking about the AMV contest at all. I want to talk about what they did on day 2 in Workshop 1. They took over the room for the entire day. They started at 10 o'clock in the morning and went till I think 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and it was nothing but AMV content. Things like Iron Chef. They worked on a couple different little events here and there that strictly just dealt with AMVs. Every time I walked past that room that day, it was completely packed. I don't know if that was for better or worse, but they had a good run. I didn't see all of it, so I can't comment on all of it. But from what I saw, it was kind of enjoyable. There was a couple other panels I went to. One of the SPJA board of directors, Paul Wilson, actually put on a little workshop of his own. He's been putting together his own Tachikoma, little RC Tachikoma that turns around and bends and does all these things. Awesome. Very, very awesome. He actually brought it with him, this prototype so far. He actually let it roll around a little bit. It's still very early in the prototype stage, even though he's been working on it for, I think, well over a couple years now. But seeing where it's progressed from him holding a little plushie to now this thing has an RC unit and actually can drive around, it's come a long way, and I cannot wait to see the thing finished. What was next up? Oh yeah. On a side note, I want to give massive thanks to everyone who showed up to the Anime Bloggers Podcaster Town Hall. It was kind of interesting to see a mix of people who were just solely just, I'm just going to write everything, to strictly who are just audio podcasters, and then me, who's always done live webcasting, for the past couple years straight. It was a nice blend. I learned a lot of things from them. They took some things away from me. It was a nice blend. I want to give props to Ben Lopez over at Anime Genesis for actually hosting the panel. Met a couple different people over there, like Natsukotatsu.com and the Nihon Review. Those guys were incredible. It was nice to talk with them, and I'm hoping to work on something with them in the future. Finally, I want to talk about the panel that I was actually a part of, and we were really surprised it actually took off the way it did. It was the Batman vs. Darth Vader panel on day 4. We were surprised it got approved, and we were thinking, oh, okay, we'll get like 20, maybe 50 people who are bored on day 4 and want to check it out. It was an LP2, which is, I think, 600 to 800 seat capacity. We had it at 2/3 capacity. There were already people in line waiting to actually go to this event. It was fun. It was co-hosted by my good friend and amazing magician, William Draven. He took on the Darth Vader side, along with my friend and roommate, Richard. He's known as the Brony intern on AX Live. So they were doing the Darth Vader side. I was like, I can take care of this myself. And then Batman literally walks in the door. I'm like, you are sitting up here next to me. We're going to take this on. And it went on back and forth for, I got to say, a good 45 minutes. And there was a non-stop string of people who actually had their opinions and everything. It was interesting to me to see that, yes, we're at an anime convention, but it just gives further proof that we're all fans of multiple genres. It's kind of one of the reasons why, my friend Michael and I, we actually started From My Mother's Basement, because there's more to life than just anime, manga, and video games. We all like sci-fi and comics and tech and just cool stuff out there. So, it was an amazing experience. And of course, thankfully, Batman won by a landslide. It just crushed Darth Vader. So I saw several people actually videotaping it. I've yet to see any of that post on YouTube. The moment it does, when to post it, post links everywhere so you can check it out for yourself. Let me talk about just overall. Anime Expo was just, a bit smaller than last year. Some people were expecting that. Given all the circumstances they had to go through year-round plus X Games, I'm surprised it didn't go down even farther. So, it wasn't growth, but given the circumstances, they did all right. There were some epic concerts. They had some great guests of honor, fantastic cosplays. They had minor scheduling issues, but that'll be resolved for next year. I'm sure of that. What I think the main thing is that AX is still trying to find this niche. And yes, Anime Expo is North America's largest convention or anime convention right now. But unlike other conventions, like if you go to Otakon, it's more like a fan-run event. If you go to like AWA, or Anime Boston, they have really good AMV contests. There's nothing that, in my mind, that sticks out as that's AX, other than just its size. And because of its size, they can get some cool guests. So maybe they're just still looking around trying to find out what they can be really known for. This year they introduced Lounge 21, which I thought was a fantastic idea. It gave a place for us to hang out. The drinks were expensive, but what isn't at a bar? The couches were comfy, met some new friends, talked to some people. The experience that I had there in Lounge 21 overlapped what I was doing for the past 4 days. It was a lot of fun. So maybe they'll get their niche and they'll figure out exactly what they want to be known for other than just the largest convention. And we'll see where it goes from here. I want to give, a shout out to, the CEO, Mark Perez. He wasn't there at Con due to, medical leave. I hope he's doing better. I believe the board of directors who stepped in as co-chairs did a good job. I believe just the fact that the stress and, all the decisions were spread out amongst multiple people, that a lot of stuff got done behind the scenes. And I think attendees never really noticed any problems, or major problems, I should say. Before I wrap this up, I want to state they have some competition down. It was announced earlier today that a brand new con enters the U.S. anime fray. Sean Chio-chan-Kitman, the CEO and chairman of SIFA Entertainment, revealed that at Japan Expo, which is going on in France right now, that the first Japan Expo USA event will be held in California late next summer. Sean, cool guy. He actually has a lot of experience working with conventions. He's the former where is he? A former president and 3-time chair of Otakon. So the guy knows what he's doing. And he has a cool background with Japan Expo. Japan Expo is run by an organization called SIFA. And Japan Expo is one of the world's largest conventions. I would put Anime Expo at maybe 5th largest, if that. I'll give you a quick example. This year, Anime Expo 2012, they had 46,000 unique attendees. Last year, Japan Expo, they had Japan Expo had 125,000. They're predicting 220,000 attendees this year, unique attendees. So they're larger by a scale of 4-fold. And they've worked on this for years. And it was kind of interesting that Japan Expo started out because they were fans of Anime Expo. So it's kind of cool to see them come, make full circle and make it over back here in the States. I have no idea what to expect of them. I hope great things. They're actually planning for 12 to 15,000 attendees for their first year run. That's pretty high for a first year event, but if anybody can pull it off, it's SIFA. So I'm looking forward to see where that's going to go. Where they're going to be at, who knows? The press release that went out just stated California. That could be Sacramento, that could be San Fran, that could be San Diego, that could be LA, it could be Anaheim. And of course the time frame, it just says, in the summer. Is right smack in the middle of, con season for the West Coast. We'll see what happens. I'm sure they have a busy year ahead of them, and I'm sure that once they start making announcements, I'll post them on my website ASAP. That's about it I have planned for this episode of AniBreak. It's kind of more refreshing for me to do the live cast version rather than do the pre-record. Pre-record was only 15 minutes long, but honestly it would take me like 3 hours to record it. I kind of find it funny. I have the reverse problem that most podcasters have. Livecast, talk no problem, no worries. I do a pre-record where I know I can mess up, and I flub my lines every second. So, it's enjoyed. People in the chat, thanks Jason, Live Rocks, thank you very much. Now, I know that, hey, it's kind of odd that I'm here on a Thursday where AX Live usually is. They'll be back next week, I'm sure. I'm probably going to be putting moving this show probably to either earlier on Thursdays or actually probably Wednesday evenings, just not to compete with them, because you have me, you have AX Live, you have the live show over at Crunchyroll. I think those guys are on Fridays, so I don't want to interfere with any of them. There's more than enough internet to go around. So if you guys like what you saw, please, keep on watching. Thank you very much. Keep on checking the website, OtakuLife.net. I'm actually hosting a little fundraiser right now to help with some of the tech side of the website and, of course, of the live shows. If you want to donate $5 or $10, I would greatly appreciate it. The website you can go check out is actually indiegogo.com/otakulife.net. The only perk I can think of right now is that if you're able to donate, $40, I know it's a little bit of money right there, you would actually get one of these cool OtakuLife.net t-shirts. And I would send them in any size and any color right to your door. And the fundraiser is going on, I think, till the end of August, so you have plenty of time. But if you have any information, any ideas for topics for future episodes, hit me up on the website. You'll see a little link that says AniBreak feedback. You can send me links, you can send me ideas, you can send me commentary, you can send anything you want over there. And also, if you enjoyed tonight, check out tomorrow. Same exact place, bookmark that website. Because at 7 o'clock Pacific, I should say, you will have my other live show that I should work with my good friend Michael Underwood, and that's From My Mother's Basement, where we talk a little more beyond just anime and manga. We talk about sci-fi, comics, tech, whatever's cool out there on the internet. So, everybody, well, stick around after the credits. I'm going to put on a little bit of a post show so we can just hang out for a little bit. But for AniBreak, I'm Jason, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you.